Hello, we are the challengers. We are Group 1. The members of this group are Arislady Guzmán, Vicky Romero, Josiel Rojas, Genesis Paulino, and Regina Guerrier. We are presenting our research article, which is the role of the curriculum design and teaching materials in pronunciation learning. We are considering two important facts in order to develop this study, which is the pronunciation that is fundamental part of achieving language skills, and also curriculum design, which is the process of design what the students are going to study in a program in terms of knowledge, skills, and values. To this study, at the end, to explore views on the role of curriculum design teaching materials in development of the English pronunciation in order to provide ground for educators and curriculum designers to consult in their treatment of pronunciation with the overall language curriculum. Now Vicky is going to continue with the statement of the problem. Thank you.
Hello, this is Vicky Romero and I'm going to continue with this presentation. A statement of research, hypothesis, or questions. In relation of the role of teaching material in pronunciation instructions, research has shown that there are relatively few textbooks devoted to pronunciation as compared to other language areas such as grammar and writing. What seems to complicate the matter further is the fact that many of those existing textbooks are phonetic and phonologic with regard to the pedagogical part that teachers of pronunciation adhere to. An exception is Salsi, Mulcia, Britson, Goodwin, Greener, 2010, which is devoted to pronunciation teaching and forms a significant resource for language teaching worldwide. This and the study seek to find answers to the following research question. What are the Saudi EFL University student perspective of one-word curriculum design in their language of second language pronunciation? How do a student perceive the efficacy to assist in teaching material and accounting for their improvement in pronunciation? What are students' suggestions in relation to the curriculum design and teaching resource? So now my partner José is going to continue.
Hi, José Rojas over here. So two primary methods of data collection we're using this study that we are going to talk about the instrument. The first one instrument is the structure interview that was in two parts. The first aimed to collation demographic information about the participant and their background and their language proficiency level. The other one is the focus group discussion. So we're conducting classes and run by the research to allow students to elaborate on their written response to the structured interview questions, particularly to elicit their suggestions for improvement. Talking about the procedure, it is important to mention that the research elaborated an interview and the students were given the time to respond. So the discussion in each section lay for 15 minutes and was conducted in Arabic as noted earlier. So notes from the discussion were written by the research that reflect the student view and possible suggestions for improvement. So as a result, we have three questions. The first one is, what are Saudi EFL University student perspective on the role of curriculum design in their learning of second language pronunciation? So, results obtained from the structured interview show that 80% of students agree that the curriculum as a whole does not meet their expectations, and 16% doubt that it is in line with their needed, and 4% were neutral, and that 85% spoke in favor of reconstructing the curriculum according to this result. The second question about this, the result is that students show a high level of understanding as for the choice of teaching materials in the pronunciation subject. And the last one subject, the three main issues were prevalent in the two sections: reformation of the curriculum structure, changes to the lectures time, and the call for the materials development committee.
Hello everyone. In the context of the present study, most research shows a lack of attention to pronunciation within language curricula. That is, the language curriculum did not give pronunciation the attention it deserved as a primary indicator of language proficiency. After the results, the majority of students agreed that the curriculum as a whole does not meet their expectation, and therefore they presented some suggestions in relation to the curriculum design and teaching materials. The first suggestion is about the reformation of the curriculum structure. Since the existing structure places more attention on reading, writing, grammar, and listening and speaking, the suggestions in this regard were in favor of reducing the number of subjects on language skills and increasing the subject on the other areas such as phonology and pronunciations. The next suggestion is about changing to lectures time. Some students raised the issue of the timing of lectures. According to them, scientific subjects, which means subjects of theoretical linguistics such as semantics and phonology, should be studied in the morning because this time is suitable for comprehension and concentration. And the last one is calling for material developers. Students showed opposition to the random selection of textbooks, and the suggestion of that a call for material development committee be urgently needed. In addition, the university should establish a strategy for developing material to be used in the teaching of pronunciation, and there should be a group of teachers who can work on this stuff. Those comments clearly show the need to change the policy that gives the teacher the right to choose their own textbooks and call for more understanding of the variable that should be taken into account when choosing materials. And finally, teachers can use extra teaching aids such as technological tools that help to develop the listening and pronunciations.
Hello guys. Three major themes can be inferred from the results presented in the previous session, and this could be discussed here. The first relates to the impact of the curriculum design on EFL learners' improvement in L2 pronunciation. As known earlier, L2 pronunciation is an area that is often given very minimal attention in language curricula. The choice of teaching materials is another issue that was highlighted in the result of this study. In many contexts, as pointed out above, teaching materials refer to the textbooks as the source of information and guidance of teaching or for teaching, and learning involvement in curriculum design in this there issue that emerged out of analyzing the results of the study. And learners are regarded as their main participant in the learning and teaching processes. The other two being the teachers in the context of or institutional policies. And according to the conclusions, the study through structures, interviews, and focus group discussions with a group of Saudi EFL students has highlighted the need to rethink the place of pronunciation within general language program curricula. It has found that this skill so widely agreed to be highly important for learners, and Coherent communication helps too. And it's not even attention in the curriculum. The study has also provided insights into learners' perspectives regarding current teaching materials and spotting by the teaching of English pronunciation in the Saudi contest, and found a strong agreement among learners on the usability of intentionally designed materials and textbooks. And according to the reference in this case, we can find this reference in the study also 2015, the role of the curriculum design and teaching materials in pronunciation learners. Thank you so much for your attention.